So, hi everyone, 13th of January 2024. Um, yeah, I'm like a half shut knife, so we'll just go on with this. I was going to film the ones for like Saturday, Sunday at least yesterday, and I couldn't be bothered after that one because that one was just really draining. Yeah, and then today, same thing, I had all these big grand plans to get up and do a whole load of stuff, and it just never happened. It's just freezing. And I just kept snoozing my alarm, so shit happens. But that's the Aquarius moon in my chart is in a not a very social bit. Let's just put it that way. So, right. So I've got my very Aquarius cards. I'll mix all the Rebecca Campbell ones together. So to me, Aquarius moon's galactic. And it's funny because Aquarius is community on one hand, and on the other hand, it is detachment. So it really just can go either way. Um, as freedom as well, being a free spirit. Um, so anyway, let's just see what comes up. So I've got another couple of decks as well that I'm being told to use too. So I'm just going to use the pause button. So I didn't want to use those. I didn't want to use those other ones, the Herbie ones and all that, because I do feel they are a heavier energy, and it just doesn't, I don't know. I don't like using them. Um, right. So, but these ones are kind of my ones for that kind of stuff too, but for whatever reason they need to be used. And I feel I want to go straight in with being like um about the karmic energy for some reason. Although I don't want to pick up on heavy stuff, it does feel like someone needs a message about that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so if you're new, everything I do is channeling, healing, cleaning energy. But like I've just said, I'm not feeling too hot today. I just, I feel okay with it myself. Emotionally, I mean, just now anyway, we are in Pisces moon tomorrow. but but actually maybe I feel detached. Maybe that is quite a good way. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel quite like detached. But the thing is as soon as I got up, I put on the movie channel and it was like the Jurassic Park that came out last year. And I really didn't have any desire to watch that. But I found myself watching it because it was just starting and my mind is blown. And I'm kind of having one of those days where don't get me wrong, I love what I can do and I love my gift. Um, but it's like, it's quite full on, you know what I mean? Like when you've just woke up, you put on a film and you just want to like zone off and not have all these like signs and synchronicities and information flying at you, whether it be from, if you heard that, my stomach is rumbling. I've ordered stuff to arrive because, um, and I don't mean like, well, it's fine if it was a takeaway. I do that now and again too, but it's like stuff for me to actually make because I was like running low. But that's my equivalent of running the shop, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. That's what this fucking weird world got me used to. Because I don't like going to shops anyway. So if they're gonna bring it to you, I'm gonna do that. Um, but yeah, oh my god, like that Jurassic Park has so many things weaved throughout it. Like it's all jumping out at me like big time. Like there's a bit in it where like they're talking about the nano signal that they send to the dinosaurs. And then the guy's like, "Oh, is that not a bit cruel?" And he's like, "Well, it's no more cruel than when they were in the electric fences." But it's like that they're not talking about like it's like they're taking the piss like that. I can see right through that. Talking about talking about nanobots and people and sending a signal to something. It's all yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on and on. It's like it's just it's all. I'm only about I don't know 30 minutes into that or something, but and I think it's quite a long film actually. So I'm just going to be staying cozy watching that. So it's just quite funny whenever. So you might be like, "Why are you going on about this, Claire?" But remember, Capricorn season's about work, and the shadow side of Capricorn energy can be being a workaholic. And so what I keep noticing is, I'm sure I tried to do this Oh, I get so confused because the New Year was at a weekend, wasn't it? It was a Sunday, so it would have been last weekend. When I tried to do work, I think it was on the Saturday, I was the same. Like I was glued to my bed. And like I said, like fair enough if it was like I don't know. In some ways, I am that though. I was about to say if I was hard at it every day and then I need to rest on the weekend because there is that. But it's like it's because I get to pick when I'm doing work and when I work with clients and that. I just kind of I think right. Well, I should be able to get on with that, but it really does depend on where the moon is. And like I said, I didn't think about that. That the moon in Aquarius is not. It's not that it's that. Well, no, it is. It's not that it's that bad for me. Like I said, if I'm out and about outside, I don't like it because it's there's always something out the blue happens for me, and most of the time, really not a nice thing. Although I'm always open for it being a nice surprise. It just historically hasn't been, and it's because I've said before about like Aquarius full moons are I really do not like them at all. And yeah, it's just tiring. But basically, that's what I'm saying. So it's not the best time, but also the messages for me and for everyone that's resonating with what I'm saying is stop trying to do work on the weekend. Unless, like, listen, if you are somebody that works a weekend, that's different. But it's if that is your allotted time to not work, then don't do it. And yes, I know I'm holding a phone doing my service work right now, but all I need to do is this and then get back in my bed. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, blah 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 blah. Whatever this is, however this is just how it is, right? At least you're getting a video. Is there anything else I need? Oh yeah, Mercury planet communication is in the anaretic 29 degrees of Sagittarius. That could be quite unpredictable and fiery too, to be honest. It could be fun, playful communication, but it could be quite wild actually. So I would really look out for putting your foot in it actually. Like especially because it's a Saturday night, of course. If people are like out and about drinking, if you've got a tendency to blurt things out anyway like that, I would be careful. It's kind of like I don't know why I'm getting this, but I have to say it. Fucking hell, I'm getting an image. Oh shit! Actually, that would make sense. I'm in the case. They just flashed up an image of somebody getting punched. By the way, so we'll pray right now that I'm preventing anyone from getting into something like that. Because remember, sometimes it's just about, that's what I think scary about the world. Sometimes you can just be the wrong person in the wrong place, and it's Aquarius moon is expect unexpected, which can be not so nice things as well. Mercury planet communication being in Sagittarius, like I said, it is fun, but it's quite wild. And then adding in that element of the Aquarius moon, and Capricorn being quite a serious, heavy energy, and then wherever alcohol's involved with all of that, I don't think that feels too good. I'm telling you, what is that energy? That I sat there doing that live on the 111 portal, because every time there is any kind of portal, although there is people clearing energy and doing light work, for that was the word that came to me. There is people that hijack that energy and they do weird stuff, and I swear they have done that, because ever since that day, especially yesterday, and it's again around today, there's a weird energy. There's a fucking weird energy. And then it's just quite strange with oh shit, of course, and I watched that film last night. Yeah, and oh yeah. So like I said, I'm just half asleep, but it is all sort of gets, I haven't even pulled the card yet, but again, people that are used to me know that this is how it goes. I don't need the cards. They're just going to probably back up everything that I've said, because it is the guide speaking through me, the divine speaking through me, God speaking through me. Which is quite in line with when I hashtag that thing that I found when I couldn't sleep this morning, know thyself. And I was like, where does that come from? And then when I read it, I was like, I couldn't believe it when it was to do with the Oracle of Delphi and Apollo. I was like, oh man, because I just mentioned that is what was channeled to me years ago. Is Apollo, god of the sun, is one of my guides, and then that makes sense why I always say that that they speak through me, because that's the whole. So a lot of past life stuff as well. Right, so yeah, that thing I watched last night. Again, you can watch it yourself, but They Live. Now, I'd saw loads of hype about that, right? And I just thought I don't think it's good for me to watch it because it's a horror. But actually, it's not a horror. It's just ridiculous horror. It's, if anything, I didn't like the violence, because there's a bit where there's two guys beating each other up. And I'm so sensitive, I feel it, you know what I mean? Which is why when I just got that vision of someone being punched, I didn't like it either. But if they just flashed up really quickly, I just feel it as a bit of an omen that if you are out and about partying and stuff, man or woman, just make sure that you're keeping your wits about you, because I just feel there's going to be a bit of a wild electric energy about. Impulsive kind of energy. That can be good too, but it's like there's something I don't know, because I just thought 11:11, yeah, awakening. 11:11 is awakening. Aquarius moon's awakening. In the shorts for today, I channeled about huge crown chakra and soul star activations. Oh, actually, and unions, yeah. Like I just remembered that the wee swan emojis. There was Oh yeah, actually, see, that's how it's good. There was definitely an energy of someone's coming in. I'm sure that's what I said, and I just said 11:44. So that's how it can be a good thing, but just that's not for everyone. So it's wherever that resonates, right? So, but anyway, that They Live film is fascinating, and it's, yeah. I mean, when you can see what is going on there, I mean, that is not science fiction. That is the God's honest truth. I find it fascinating how they do that. That when he looks through the glasses, he can see all the true subliminal words. And remember, being a hypnotherapist, that is particularly what I go on about all the time. And then, like I would say, even long before that, I was all about the subconscious mind. And it's because of where my Pluto is in the 12th house. Like, I can see things that other people can't. And that's why I come to tell people. And it's not just like the oracle part of me, like how I'm saying, like, God, I can see somebody. It's like I feel like with me saying this, it's like hopefully I'm helping somebody swerve a situation like that. Yeah, it might be that you unfortunately see somebody get punched or something. I don't know, but there's something. And I feel it is to do with and then with me watching Jurassic Park right now, it's to do with the weird signals that they pump out there through various different things and technologies and phones and all the rest of it. It's like they're putting a weird frequency out there right now, which I actually feel they're doing all the time, but there's something. And then and then connect. So that's Jurassic Park, but then connected to that, They Live. That's what that's about too. There's all a bit in that about. There's oh my god, of course. There is a bit about a signal in that too. They're sending out a signal. And I'm actually getting a bit of a headache as I'm saying this. I just say as well, right? Like I don't even I say stuff all the time, but it's like as soon as I got my new phone, right, which obviously is upgraded with certain frequencies and stuff, as soon as I put it on and started using it properly, because remember, I took a whole month to use it, which there's going to be some kind of reason for that, like my guides protecting me from something. But as soon as I did start using it, like the other week there, it gives me a slight headache. And I'm like, what is that all about? But I know what it's all about. It is to do with it's to do with everything that I'm saying, which obviously I'm talking in code about, but I would just be quite interested if anyone else notices that, like, if you've got like the latest model of certain phones, if it gives you a bit of a head. And it's really interesting, and again, you might not notice that at all, because like I said, it is just the subtlety of my energy. But there are other people out there like me like that, so I would just be interested. Like, now that I'm saying it, it might trigger it in you to notice, but so I just put lots of extra protection around me. But I have to say, I still feel a slight. It's the headache's the only way I can describe it. It's interesting. Right, so I would just recommend, if you are feeling anything like what I'm saying, or even if you're not feeling it, but you just believe what is coming through. Because like I said, it's sometimes it's news to me what I'm channeling, but just sort of ask your guides to protect you a bit more, or to kind of give you a heads up when you've been on the phone too much. But yeah, They Live is all about that. When you're looking at adverts and TVs and billboards, that they're actually saying things like obey and stay asleep and consume. What was all the other things? But then obviously, like when you look at it when they take the glasses off that can see what it really says, it just says things like, I don't know, like adverts for perfume or a program that's coming on or something. But that is really what happens. It's like key words and key symbols that basically brainwash you to buy certain things, to act certain ways. And that's what I was meaning by in the post when I used the example of Love Island, which if you're not in the UK, but I suppose actually I think there's versions of that all over now. But it is that is the first thing that sprang to mind. Like that, programs like that are basically saying, oh yeah, it's okay to get naked, and not just that, go one step further. It's okay to get naked and get it on with perfect strangers the first night you meet them, I might add, because that is what they do. It's funny, when I say it like that, you're like, fucking hell, why do we think that's all right? Like, even if you are like the wildest person out there, like, it's really fucked up. I've said this for years. I didn't actually watch Love Island when it first came out. I didn't watch the first season. And then my best pal at the time wanted to watch it, and I was hooked. So I'm not in the blame game, but I'm just saying that's where it came from. But it does make me laugh, because I've been hooked ever since, and that was years ago now. But I more just like to observe these things. And actually, that was the wildest one. That was the wildest one. Like, they were literally at it like rabbits from the minute they met. Like, and I'm talking on the first night, you've just met somebody. Anyway. I know that happens out in the world. That's not that unusual. I mean, that happens out in the world, doesn't it? But what I'm saying is, like, on the telly, it is a bit weird when you think about it. But it has been normalised, because it's been normalised now. And it's also like I wrote in the post, like, because I went in and added it. It's like, get naked, get on with strangers, and you'll become rich and famous. Because it just seems like so many people want to become rich and famous. Like, why? Like, do you know what goes on in that world? They're not free. They might have a lot of money, but they're not free. I'd rather not have that much money and have my freedom and have my sovereignty. Oh my God, I'm channeling the Aquarius moon. Right, let's get on with this, because my fucking delivery's going to arrive. I spoke that long. So yeah, that's what's all going on. Like I said, like, I couldn't believe it when I turned on so if you're in the UK, it's on the Sky Movies, and what I've just worked out is I can actually go to the search bar for catch up and then just watch it. So, because I was like, oh no, I found it, like, and I can't find when it's on again. But so that I'm quite glad of that, because that sometimes happens. But if you haven't seen it, it is worth watching. And that might be your awakening in itself. But if you're already awake and aware and you haven't seen it, it's quite an eye-opener. It's quite funny. It's quite quirky, actually. Especially the ending was funny, because actually the ending is like two people getting it on. And then she sees the person, the woman that's getting it on with someone, sees oh shit, why am I saying this? She sees the person's true form. And I was talking about shapeshifters yesterday. So that can be that, like a woman with a man seeing someone's true colours. But that could be like a man with a woman, or it could be same sex. I just got the creepiest feeling when I said that. Anyway, okay, let's... Right, what karmic energies are people dealing with? Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. So sometimes I get that this is like a protective feminine, because that's the triquetra, which is actually on my, talking of protection, that is on my bracelet. But what I got first of all is, I feel this is because I was asking about karmic energies, this is a karmic energy that is not letting go of someone. And with what I just said, it could be that somebody starts to see what they didn't see before. And I don't know what that means because it's not for me. So let's see. And what about someone else's karmic, another situation or the same one? Release your power. But 33, Jesus energy, forgiveness, divine masculine. I feel this is about, 17 could be significant too. I feel this is somebody's taking their power back from somebody that's got a hold on them. That seems quite clear. So that could be anyone in your life that's got a hold over you. Right, and let's just see what else comes out. Oh, wow. Childhood wounding is influencing my actions. And I'm just saying wow because that came up like the last few days in the shorts. So that could be like that could be anything. That could be like childhood friends that have, you know, like they got a hold of you. It could be, the obvious one could be like family members, or it could be society, you know, like, because that is what they lived about. Like, society has shaped you from a child to be that way. So it's just whatever. I check on you from afar. Unhealthy attachment, that's that. Whatever that's about. Whoever that person is to the person that's taking their power back, they're coming out of it. And they're reminiscing about a twin. Whoever you are in this story. And they're realising, I feel like I can be my true self around you. So you see, if that could be any relation to someone in their life, but that could also be like someone's ex. It could even be somebody that somebody's presently with. Forget the genders because I know that's two women, but it could be a same sex couple overall. I know, but it's like this person is realising that either in the past when they're with them, I couldn't be my true self, and this person's not letting me go, or they got a hold of me, or somebody's with someone and they're like seeing through who they really are and what they're doing, and that they're controlling them. And if it's a friend, same thing. That is unhealthy. If it's a family member, same thing, that's unhealthy. It sounds like codependency I'm describing, actually. And then when thinking about a twin flame, somebody's reminiscing, thinking, but with them, I feel like I don't need to be anybody other than who I really am. God, that's really deep. I can't be bored tapping into stuff this deep, to be honest. But see what I mean? I'm detached today. Like, I'm channeling Aquarius energy. Right. The wound is selling out. Oh my god! So it's going to make something. It's going to mean something to someone, because that is it's literally called like the prostitute card in this deck. But look at what I just said about Love Island. So whatever, all of that is going to make sense to whoever this is for. But it's like, where have you sold out in your life for money and attention, and might not be quite fame in the way, but you know what I mean, something like that, just like for show. Or you're around people like that. It's or you're like, Claire, this is not my life at all, and because it's not my life, but it's someone's message. Have faith. Yeah, but this can also just be as well, like, stop selling out. Like, basically, it's like, this is like selling your shit, like trying to win over people by being somebody that you're not. But that is so on point with me saying about Love Island, like, because think about it, those people are just going on that because they want to get famous and they want to get rich, and a lot of them are very young, and basically, like, they'll regret that later. And that's what always I find really sad about it, when particularly if any of them do go really quite far, which actually in the last few years, I don't know if they've been told to tone it down or if people just made the moral decision about that. I think there's a wee bit of all of that involved, but they don't tend to go the whole way, a lot of them, and if they do, we don't see any of it, which wasn't what it was before. But yeah, it could ruin people's lives if you think about it, you know what I mean? Like, the things you do, oh my god, shit, and then look at that. Childhood wounding is influencing my action. That could even be like that. Like people that go on Love Island and then act all crazy in that, and then they grow up and they're cringing and they're like, oh my god, I totally, like, are sold out for what? Like, and a lot of them don't even get famous, and they just, they're forgotten about. But then you're going to be the person that got your tits out on the telly. Do you know? Anyway, sorry, that was a bit blunt, but it came out of my mouth, or more. I remember. So plan the fated life, he's the destiny light, right? Well, there's a lot, I can't even talk. This is somebody coming towards you, or you're somebody going towards a twin that is going to find it difficult to get the words out. I remember, so plan the fated life, he's the destiny life. But look at everything I've just said. All the weird shit that I've just said is part of someone's awakening. And I did feel that, like, what I'm going through right now, it's like, why are they making me experience things like I'm having like a next level of seeing things? Because I already know all this goes on in the world, but the only thing, it's like basically they're channeling the energy to me so that I can relay the message for one of yous watching this. And it will clearly be as well, I'm sensing the other half of my soul going through his own awakening with whatever's going on to do that. But it's like, it's really intense is what I'm saying. Like, someone is literally remembering who they really are. Yeah. And then look, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. And it's kind of like all these, they're all very spacey like cards, but it's like, it's trippy. That's what it feels like. It feels trippy. Trippy. And then look, that's a song, isn't it? That's the one on White Chicks, but I don't know. Your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. And then look what I said about when I was talking about the oracle of Delphi. I mean, what the hell, man, synchronicity. But again, you're awakening. If this is you or this is your twin, you're awakening. This person's awakening. It's quite trippy, spaced out, and you're realising you're more powerful than what you were told you were. And that's why they just made me talk about they live, because all this is subliminal messages that are being shown to people, but this is what happens in real life too. Are telling us, well, we've not got that potential. And actually the priestess card is peeking out there too, look. So we're all tapping into our high priestesses and our high priest psychic selves and breaking away from karmic relationships. Wow. Because people feel worlds apart. Whether it's romantic or any connections in your life. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. It's causing conflict. So if this is you or your parents, it's causing conflict. Someone's awakening so much, it's actually causing a lot of conflict because you're stepping into your power. Right, I think we'll pause it there and pull the other cards. Wow, this is a strong message. Right, so this jumped out when so I had a wee tidy up. I might start doing that when I do that. It's a bit easier. I just tidied those ones up. So someone's battling inner demons. That one just grabbed my attention while I was sorting things. So yeah, someone's battling inner demons and releasing their power and they're releasing themselves from the grip of somebody that's got a tight hold. But it feels like it feels for a lot of people it's really negative. Like somebody's basically codependent on them and holding on way too tight to somebody. And they're releasing themselves. But this could also be like, somebody that's like feeling like really protective and they feel like it comes from a good place. But it's still too much control. So whatever way, whatever that means to different people. I'm saying that because that is a protection symbol. So, right, okay, so... But even when people are doing it from a good place, like it can be too controlling and too much and not fair. Like if someone isn't letting somebody move on because they love them, but if the person doesn't love them, then that's not, you can't do that. That's all kinds of wrong. But some people, some people still try, don't they? So it's like society's made that okay. So what's this? Energy healing, that one's come up quite a lot. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So again, some of you may be energy healers. Some of you might have been spending time clearing your chakras. Some of you, all of you should be doing that. All of us every day. Because we fucking need it in this world, especially some of the things I've spoke about in this video. Healer, yes. So obviously some people watching this are energy healers, or you're being guided to give yourself energy healing. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So, interesting picture for that though, isn't it? But again, so you might actually be like a nurse or a doctor or someone in the health field with that. But again, you could just be like an actual energy healer as well. So whatever way in which that resonates. So, but there's things about that coming in. And like I said, if you're not in that field or you're not got an interest in it, it's just that you need energy healing basically, because that's coming through quite strong too. So Divine Feminine Collective, if ever's going to make sense of this. We have creative expression, the electric, and notice I said the energy was electric. So that's crazy. So yeah, the energy is electric. It's Aquarius moon, the energy is electric. Divine Feminines, I feel you're being guided to speak your voice. Divine Masculines, you're being guided to speak your feelings, because speak your voice, but express your feelings, because it's Divine Masculine's feminine side. Yeah, so whatever that means to someone. And Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine's masculine side. Pathway to True Love. Take Me Home, 11/11, 11/11, like I got led to that not long ago as well, didn't I? So there's an awakening, and again, I do feel, I know I keep saying this, but it's linked to something that happened on the 11/11 portal, really sparked something in this person or you, and like a whole wave of masculine energies with whatever it was that energy that was coming in, that I felt. That I've got in the comments, I've got a link that you can go and purchase that if you feel guided. And like I said, it's not the longest. It's not the longest of videos. It's not to do with the length of it. It was only 20 minutes, but it was just for whatever reason it felt like that was to be accessed like that. And also, like I always say, it's just a nice way to give back to me for all the stuff that I do, if you feel guided to. But again, there's absolutely no pressure. It's just if you feel guided to watch that message. Because I dare say I will release it publicly at some point. Because that is what Patreon and all that's about. It doesn't always mean it exclusively stays on the thing. It's just you get first access to it. So, but like I said, for me, I felt it in real time on the 11th of November. And whoever that is going to apply to, there's something strong has been going on with that collective since then. But yeah, pathway to true love. So again, I really do feel there's something here about like these masculines know where they want to go to follow true love, and they want to speak it. And the same with the feminine, yeah. So like I said, the energy is very, and like 555 is big changes. 555 is big changes too, but right. And so let's get some real tight. Where is this person consciously right now? The feminine in balance. See, I don't like saying see, but it's fitting with the. I mean, it could be fine balance too if you feel out of balance. Like again, actually for me, it's like I need to find a bit of balance and ground myself because I felt half asleep and it was getting near tea time. But I'll ground something. I'll ground myself when I eat something when it arrives, probably any minute now. But yeah, so either find the balance or you've found a balance, and this could be making sense to people that I was picking up on inner union or a physical union or a reunion coming about. The masculine consciously of this connection is third eye, but it's in reverse here. So yeah, this really, and when I said masculine, my foot went to sleep. That's going to mean something too. Like my foot is totally numb and it's got pins and needles because I was sitting on it. So somebody could have something going on with their right leg or foot, or it feeling very ungrounded is what I'm getting from that. But I feel it's to do with all the things happening to wake you up, realising the way the world really is, realising some people aren't who they say they are, in the wider world and in your personal life. And it's in reverse because it's like I said, it's trippy. I do feel, I've said this before, but this almost feels like, like when you really need to take care because you can feel like you're going crazy. Because remember, third eye is between your brows, it is your mind, so you can feel like you're losing your mind. So I'm praying for whoever feels like that. Sorry, I'm tempted to laugh and be like, we all fucking feel like that. Have you seen what's going on in the world when you're awake? Refusing to see, but this person, this is a funny message. It's powerful though. My foot. Sorry, when you laugh, you want to laugh because your foot sweats. Like, I need to get up and stand. My whole leg. This buzzer's gonna go, and I'm gonna be dragging myself to get the buzzer. The person's no longer like they're wherever. If this is you or your twin, they weren't wanting to see. They were refusing to see, and I always feel this is a total divine masculine card. They were the two of swords. They either couldn't see or they're refusing to see. Right, but it's in reverse. So this person has opened their third eye, and we're at third eye. Remember this came out not a few days ago. It's like this person can clearly see now. They can clearly see the pathway to true love. And also I feel they can clearly see that they have got healing abilities too, that may have just come online or they've always been there. And they can clearly see the pathway to true love and union. This is, I feel like the buzzer's going to go in a minute too. This is my energy. This is the Four of Wands. This is the true love union card. And I did channel that there was unions for today. So does it mean that everyone's coming in union today? Of course it doesn't, like I would say, but there is some unions out there. Whenever it is, people watch this. And it resonates. So like I said, you'll know if it's your story. But yes, somebody's no longer in denial and they're on the pathway to true love. So how far along the path they are, we don't know. But like I said, my energy, my birthday numbers add up to the Four of Wands. So that's why I always say that I am the union. I bring in the union energy because it's just within my soul. It's what I'm here to do. So lovely. Right. I'm going to stop this and then pick a thumbnail. And please like, comment, subscribe, book a discovery call. Sorry, I'm hiccuping now. That's when I'm clearing energy. Book a discovery call if you would like an energy healing session for yourself with this energy healer. And yeah, I'll see you later.